Welcome, everyone. Just had a little entourage arrive. So for those that just arrived, we're just, if you have a question, just raise your hand and I'm happy to answer any of the questions that you might have. Yes?
There's a new Power Rangers comic coming out right now from, what is it, Boomsuit Studios?
Yes.
Have you been following that and all? And if so, what do you think of it?
I actually did the release of the first Pink Ranger one. Mm-hmm. I did an appearance for that at a comic store in Anaheim. And I think they're really cool. I love the design of it, the drawings. I think it's really awesome. And they gave me one, so I'm lucky.
Are you a comic fan?
I'm not a comic fan. No, I'm a movie person. Yeah, I'm not much. I would love to say that I'm a reader, but I'm not a reader.
Okay, which movie genre do you like out of all the movie genres there are?
What movie genre?
Yeah.
Probably drama. I like sci-fi too. Horror would be my number one worst on the list.
Horror.
I don't like to be scared. Jeremy.
What do you think of being the third Power Ranger to come to
Sorry, say
Sonoma
that
County?
again?
What do you think of being the third Power Ranger to come to Sonoma County? Or what do you think about it?
I love it here. I want to come back. It's so beautiful. We got to do a little tour last night and see the area. Johnny had told me when they asked me to do it, he's like, yeah, go up there, it's gorgeous. So the people are really nice. So yeah, I'm happy to be here.
The steaks are good.
And they still, yeah, we ate at the River's End in Jenner. Do you guys know where that is?
It's beautiful, yeah.
It's so beautiful, and the food was sensational. Oh, how cute. She's so cute.
Did you have a question?
Oh.
You can tell Daddy. Daddy can say it for you. What's your name? No, she doesn't. She's too shy. So cute.
If you could work with any movie actor to do any movie, who would it be?
It would be Meryl Streep. She's my acting idol. I love her. She's amazing.
Are you kind of flabbergasted by the enduring popularity of the series? Like all these many years later, you've got these little kids coming up to you dressed in a full
Yes.
costume. Is it just kind of...
It is overwhelming. It really is. The first convention I did, which I met Jeremy at in 2009, was I showed up late because I had to get my kids to school and everything, and I got a call from Nikia, the Yellow Ranger, and she's like, oh my gosh, Kat, you're not going to believe this. And I'm like, there's people there? And she goes, there's lines of people. And I'm like, what? And I got there, and there was like lines of people to meet us, and I was like, you remember us? It was like 15 years ago. So we still can't believe that it's going. I mean, they're still filming new episodes, and it is. And when we do this Paramorphicon, this Power Ranger convention, it's really amazing to see how many people love the show and what effect it had on them. And you know, when you're filming, everything's so fast, and you're just doing your job, and you don't realize the impact that it's having. And I hear so many stories every day of people saying, you know, I was being bullied in school, and you know, your character really helped me to feel good about myself, or I had no friends and I was lonely, and Power Rangers made me feel like I could identify with someone, or you know, it's story after story like that, and we just are like always blown away because it was just this cheesy little kids show, you know. So it really feels like an honor, and I'm so grateful to our fans for supporting us, and we're so happy that we get to come and meet all of you guys and hear your stories. So thank you to you guys for keeping it alive all this time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, who inspired you to become an actress?
I think it was just in my DNA. I came out of the womb being dramatic. So I used to be, you know, doing grand pliés down the street and embarrassing my mother and singing all the time, and I was just always loved it, and I always wanted to act and dance. I was dancing and singing. I was doing whatever I could to be creative. I just loved it. I just didn't like auditioning. I find auditioning really, it can be very soul destroying. It's just, you always feel like you have to be on all the time, and it's hard. And I'm just a very sensitive person, so I took everything very personally. So unfortunately, that's why I stepped away from the industry, because I just couldn't handle it. But I love acting. I will always love acting. So, yes. Yes.
So it's been a long time since I've watched the show, but so I don't remember how much fighting you actually did, or if you did any. If you did, how intimidating was that to hop into a show where you've got to do these athletic scenes every once in a while?
Yeah.
So-
Well, in Mighty Morphin and in Turbo, we got to do civilian fights again. In Zio, we didn't do any fights without the helmets. So all the stuff in the helmets in Zio was all stunt doubles. When I was doing a fight scene, it was intimidating because the boys they're all amazing martial artists with several degree black belts and everything. They're just amazing, all of them. And all of the girls, none of us were martial artists. We're all dancers or gymnasts. So it definitely was intimidating, but like I said, the stunt coordinators and the stunt directors were just so amazing at helping us using what skills we already had and embellishing on that. So we all had a certain style. Kat was very balletic in the way she fought. So they made us feel comfortable, but the boys are all phenomenal. So they helped us too. Don't be shy. Raise your hand. Ask me anything within reason. Yes.
How many conventions have you gone in your entire life?
Oh, a lot. Last year I think I did 13. This year about 11 or 12. I try, because I have a family, I can't do every weekend. I try to pepper them around so I get to go to different places. I'd like to go to the East Coast a little bit more. I've done a lot in Texas and a lot in the Midwest, but I haven't done a lot on the East Coast, so I'd like to do that. But I try to get around, try to mix it up and do different places where I can. There's a lot of us though. You can guarantee there'll be a Power Ranger in your city at some point.
Are your children fans?
No, they're not. My daughter, I love this story. My daughter, when she was in kindergarten, they were doing like a Halloween project in the classroom, and some of the mothers in there said that Lily had said, "Oh, my mommy's a pink Power Ranger," and they said, "Oh, that's nice, sweetie." They thought she meant I was going to dress up as the Pink Ranger for Halloween. And she's like, "No, she really is." And they were like, "Okay, Lily, that's nice."
Oh.
So now all of her friends know. I think my kids think it's cool because their friends think it's cool, but they don't watch the show. They watch Pokemon and Yokai Watch, and they love anime. So they watch all those. I think they see enough of me. They're probably sick of me. They liked the ones when I was the evil, before I became the Pink Ranger. That's funny. There's the cat monster and all of that. What was up with that? The cat monster in the lingerie. That's not really appropriate for kids.
Do you have any upcoming projects coming out that we should be keeping an eye out for?
We're filming The Order in November, so that'll be coming out next year. I've done a bunch of voices for toys for Mattel, but I never know when they're coming out. But every now and then you'll hear my weird accent on a toy. And then my children's book, I'm hoping next century to have that published. So it's about my son. It's called The Boy with the Heart on His Sleeve.
Oh.
Keep your eyes open for it. One of these days.
Speaking of voice acting, you did come back on Power Rangers Walk Force and you voiced
Tesla. Yes, I did.
How
I did
did
a couple
back
of.
with voice acting?
Well, I worked with Scott quite a bit. Scott Page, actor, he's the voiceover director. He's actually hired me for a lot of things. He works for Mattel now, so I've done a lot of stuff for him. And then I had Ninja Ranger Power Now! And then I had, what was the other one?
Zia.
The Zia
Yeah.
one? Zia Ring? The Zia
yeah, we
Ring.
went.
One pig.
No. Zero into one, pink! And then what was the other one? Turbo.
Shifting
Okay.
into- yeah, that
we
one.
went shift into turbo, but then we did.
So, Yeah, my brother and I, we struggle with that. Like, what did you guys do? Like,
you have to drive the car, so you stick your hands out, turn to the right,
Nice.
and then you take it back to center, and then you take your arms down, and then you put the key in the ignition, and you turn it on.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Yeah, we tried to do that so many times. Like, we even we had the Netflix.
I think Jason Frank came up with that one. I think they were just playing around. They're like, it's cars, and yeah, I think he might have even come up with that. It's morphin' time.
Yeah.
Not with my accent. I didn't say it's morphin' time. Muffin time. Sounds like I'm saying it's muffin time. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Twin Opinion cares about your opinion, and your participation keeps us alive. So share your comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. You can also find Twin Opinion on Facebook or visit our website at asamiarrow.com.